If you're interested in marketing or consulting, then the BCG matrix will definitely come in handy. And it's also common in MBA interviews. So in this video, I'll explain what the BCG matrix is with a couple of examples so that you can use it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Sanjana from Mockcat, where you get directly mentored and coached by 99.9 plus percentilers. I'll put a link to our website in the description and the first pinned comment for you. And in case you haven't subscribed here on our YouTube channel, definitely do so, because we're going to be coming out with videos around management concepts, current affairs that every MBA aspirant or MBA grad should know, as well as informative videos about different colleges and our own student experiences. And now on to the BCG matrix. Companies use the BCG matrix to figure out which are the products that they should continue to invest in, which are the ones that maybe need, a few changes, a few tweaks, and which are the ones where they might just want to sell it off or even shut it down. On the x-axis, we'll plot the market share of the product, and on the y-axis, the growth rate. We'll simply look at it as low and high, so we come up with 4 quadrants. A product which has a high market share and a high growth rate is considered to be a star. These are the products that the company should definitely continue investing in. Products which have a high market share but a low growth rate would be considered a cash cow. Your revenue is high, but it is not growing that much. This could be because the market has matured or because competition has come in. And depending on these factors, a company could choose to, just let the product run and try to get as much money out of it, basically milk the cash cow. Or maybe they want to come up with an aggressive marketing strategy or tweak the product a little bit so that the growth rate increases. A product which has a low market share but a high growth rate is considered to be a question mark. These are products where with the right investment, they could become a star. So that's what the company can do. But a product which has a low market rate and a low growth rate is considered a dog. These products, the company can try to tweak it and get it back on track, but a more likely solution, especially if there are other products, would be to try to sell it off or divest it or to even shut it down. And now let's look at a couple of examples to help you understand this better. So I'll start with Coca-Cola. Now Coke Zero is something that's a star. There's a lot of interest in zero sugar products or less sugar products, and it is something which people are buying more and more. The overall market is also something which is increasing. So this becomes something that Coca-Cola should definitely invest in. The regular Coke, on the other hand, would be a cash cow. Given the general focus on health and the trend to move away from sugary drinks, while Coke has a high market share, this is something which is not growing. Kinley, which is their bottled water brand, can be considered to be a question mark. You could also include, some of the flavored water which they have where, they say that, they'll be infusing vitamins and all of that. If I take Kinley itself, this is something which has a high growth rate, but it doesn't have a high market share because you have a lot of competitors, including domestic ones. So the company has to take a call whether they want to invest in it to get it to a star position. They could do this by running aggressive marketing and a lot of promotions. They already have a good supply chain network. They can make sure that wherever Coke is being sold, you do have Kinley as well. They can also work with corporates to have Kinley water in all of the offices or things like that. When it comes to dogs, Diet Coke is a good option. Since we have Coke Zero now, the preference for Diet Coke is not as much. So this is something that they could consider just shutting down because they do have a better alternative. I'll give you another example. Let's take Apple, right, from the tech sector. The star would be the Apple iPhone. It has a high market share and a high growth rate. So this is definitely something that they should continue investing in. A cash cow could be the laptops, the MacBooks. This is because they do have a high market share, but it's not something which is growing at the same rate as the iPhone because you do have a lot of competition. A question mark could be their new glasses, the Vision Pro that they came out with, because this is something which has a high growth rate, but the industry itself is extremely new, and we are not really sure if people are going to buy it, if the product is going to become successful. Google, for example, has actually slowed its Google Glasses. A dog could be the iPod. Given that, we have phones, people are not buying iPods as, dedicated devices to listen to music anymore. And this is something which they actually have discontinued as well. Now, if you found this interesting, then the next time that you're at McDonald's or some other fast food place, just look at their products and try to come up with a BCG matrix for that. You can also do it for any food and beverages companies. Take Cadbury, for example, right? Cadbury or Nestle, you could look at their products and try to map it out. You can also, just for practice, expand it to a sector. So say, for example, you could take automobiles and you could look at sedans, SUVs, hatchbacks, electric vehicles, and try to plot it out. The more practice, the better. So whenever you go out and you end up noticing a brand, you can practice this, because this is how they are going to ask you in the interviews. They can ask you what the BCG matrix is, but it definitely adds weight if you give them an example. Or they could just, give you a company or a sector and ask you to come up with products and fit it into the BCG matrix. So try it out for yourself, and whether you're going with McDonald's, Cadbury, or automobiles, or all of these, let me know in the comments how you're classifying their products.